De la Rey's daring raid on a British train, Pretoria, 14 October 1899. A story from a Boer. The war has started with a glorious victory for us Boers on the western border of the Transvaal. I was part of the brave raid led by General Koos de la Rey near Kraipan railway station, where we surprised and captured a British armoured train. This is how it happened. On the night of 11 October 1899, shortly after the ultimatum had expired, General de la Rey and 800 of us left Mafeking and rode south. We had heard that there was a large British force at a railway station near Moshete's village. Our goal? To chase them away and cut their communication and supply lines. By 3 in the afternoon, the next day, we arrived at Kraipan station, about 50 kilometers south of Mafeking, on the main line to Vryburg. To our astonishment, we found no British there. We quickly cut the telegraph wire and broke the railway track on both sides of the station. Then we lay down for some rest, as no shots had been fired yet. We had no idea that a British armoured train was coming from Vryburg, carrying a load of field guns for the garrison in Mafeking. The train had been sent by Colonel RSS Baden-Powell, the British commander in Mafeking, the previous afternoon. But the guns were only loaded late on 12 October, after we had already sabotaged the railway line at Kraipan. The train was commanded by a Lieutenant Nesbitt, who knew about the situation in Vryburg. He had been told that the telegraph line to Mafeking was down, and that there were Boers on the railway line near Kraipan. Yet he decided to continue with his journey that night, despite the dangers. He brought along some railway workers to fix the track if needed. He also got a warning from a police sergeant at Madibogo Pan that we had damaged the railway line and had a gun. Still, he went on with his plan. He told the engine driver to go slowly in the dark and turn off the light of the train, hoping to slip by us. But he was in for a shock, as our sentries woke us at around 10 o'clock that evening, that a train was coming. Within minutes, the locomotive went off the rails at the spot where we had broken the track. Some of us quickly moved to the south in the dark and destroyed the railway line behind the armoured train, trapping it on both sides. The rest of us got ready for a fight. The stubborn British commander had no intention of giving up. He ordered his workers to fix the railway line. That was when the first shots of the war, fired by Field Cornet J.C. Coetzee at about 11:15 on the evening of 12 October, rang out in the night. These shots were the signal for all of us to fire at the train. The British tried to fire back, but soon realized they were outgunned. Both Nesbitt and the engine driver were slightly hurt. When dawn broke, our gunners fired at the train with our light field guns. After the third shot, the train crew and the soldiers surrendered. About 40 people were taken prisoner, half of them soldiers. There were 9 wounded. We did not suffer any losses. For us and General de la Rey, the most precious reward of this raid was not the prisoners of war, but the cargo of the train which we seized. Our loot included 3 7-pounder field guns, many shells, about 30 rifles with plenty of ammunition, and a few cases of dynamite. Thus ended the first clash of the war, within 2 days of its start, in a complete triumph for us Boers.